Good morning, Dee Parker. Welcome back this morning. I'm Sarah Elizabeth. I am a transformational life coach. I live in the mountains of North Carolina, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Here with you live this morning. We're talking about breath this morning. So I'm really excited for today. I hope you're excited to get started this morning. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. Welcome to the dwelling place. I'm Sarah Elizabeth from the SarahElizabethExperience.com. So if you want to look me up. My website is also in my bio, so you can find me there and help you with so many different areas of your life. So reach out to me if I can support you. Good morning, Catherine. It's so good to see you back this morning. I'm just getting started. I'm having some coffee this morning. I'm just getting ready for my day. And this morning, I just felt really pulled in a direction to teach you guys about breath today. I know it's been a while since we've covered this. And I know some of you, if you've been in my family for a while, my community here, we have over 100 people that join every day. It's fantastic. It's been such a blessing to be with you guys. But today, talking about the breath of life, where spirit, body, and truth align. And I'm really excited to get started. Richard, I see you back this morning. I see so many of you jumping in. So we'll give it a couple minutes, but just take a deep breath with me right now in this moment. Notice where your breath is. How easy does it feel to breathe? Does it feel easy, or do you feel that you're lacking the ability to breathe deeply? How do you feel this morning, breath wise? I love to check in first with where you are and where your natural breath rhythm is. So, in teaching you how to breathe again, there are so many people that are recovering from trauma or abuse, PTSD, moments in their lives where they forgot how to breathe appropriately. And so, this morning is about learning why breath is so important and biblically, why it's not wrong for you to breathe and use breath work as a healing technique. It is here for you, it is a gift. And we're going to talk about that in depth today. The breath of life. There's something you've been doing your entire life, and yet most of us have never fully been taught how to use our breath appropriately. You just breathe, but you don't realize there's an appropriate way to breathe. There's a way that's healthy for you. And then there's other ways that we breathe. Sometimes we're just getting enough oxygen to make it, right? You're so stressed out, you feel the pressure in your body, your shoulders are tight, your chest is tight, and you wonder why. But if you begin to notice in these moments when you feel this way, how much are you breathing? Are you taking a deep, like a real breath, or are you taking little shallow, halfway, half breath? Because this is important for you. If you're recognizing that this morning that you haven't been breathing appropriately, that you're not breathing to your core, you're taking little short breaths and you're struggling. You're stressed out, your body hurts, your chest hurts. You may have something that I used to have called angina. Angina, where your heart just will hurt and you're not quite sure why. All of this is related to your breath and the quality of breath that you take. So you haven't been taught how to use your breath. This is not your thoughts. This is not your words today. But from the very beginning in Genesis 2, verse 7, it says that God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And a man became a living being. This means that before there was movement, before there was identity, before there was even awareness, there was breath. Not just oxygen, but God's breath, his spirit, his life flowing into our bodies. And what's powerful about this is this: the same breath that gave you life is the same breath that sustains you during your life. Most people are living so disconnected from your breath. We rush, we're tense all the time, we hold, we're shallow breathing all the time. We live in anxiety, pressure, and survival mode while carrying the very mechanism God designed to bring us back into peace, into clarity, and into alignment. Today, we're not just talking about breathing. We're talking about returning to the design, returning to the rhythm, returning to the place where your body, your mind, and your spirit come back into alignment. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, if your mind has been racing, if your body has been carrying stress, you can't explain. I want you to lean in today and share this live right now with someone you know is struggling in this area with too much stress, having chest pain, back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain. Someone that needs healing and they can't quite explain why, and they're not sure how to get there. Because this is not just a teaching, this is about activation. We're going to break down why breath is biblical, how it connects you to the Holy Spirit, what's happening in your body when you don't use it properly, and how to use breath and grounding techniques to regulate your nervous system, deepen your connection with God, and walk in clarity daily. If you're here this morning live, drop the word breath in the chat. Tap the screen, share this live right now. Invite someone in because this is going to help people in a real, tangible way. I see you, Jason, with breath. A repost. Joshua, welcome to our family. Jason, welcome. Richard, I see you back this morning. If you're ready to go deeper, I'll also be sharing how you can work with me one-to-one and experience this at a much deeper level through my coaching and retreat experiences. I do invite you to support, engage, and go deeper today. But before we go deeper into this, I do want to say clearly, if this space is helping you, if you feel something shifting, if this message is bringing you clarity, peace, or understanding, support matters. Not just for me, but for the people who haven't found this yet. Every heart knee you send today, every share, every gift, it pushes the message out to someone who's sitting in anxiety and overwhelm and disconnection right now. And sometimes they don't even know what they need. But what they need is always sitting right here. So if you're here, start tapping those hearts. Share this with someone who needs to breathe again. And if you feel led, give from the gallery. My gifting gallery, if you tap on my face, tap on the gifting gallery, help me meet my gifts there. It's powerful how you and your support can help me grow this. You're helping to expand a message that is changing lives in real time. And if you're ready to go deeper than just this moment, this isn't something we just talk about here. This is something I can walk you through. I work with individuals one-on-one to help regulate the body, renew the mind, and reconnect to God in a way that's sustainable. I host retreat experiences where we go fully into this breathwork, grounding, healing, clarity, and real transformation in a way that you can actually feel and carry home with you. Because healing doesn't happen just from hearing. It happens from experience and integration. So if you know you're ready for that next level, schedule time with me. Ask me about my retreats and step into a space where you're not just learning this, we're living this. Good morning. Thank you, God's Property, for the repost. Richard, thank you for the repost. Good morning, Vibes. Welcome to our family. Nana, welcome. Welcome to our community. So we move into chapter 1, the origin of breath, God's design, not man's idea. Before breath was ever a technique, before it became something taught in wellness spaces, breath was introduced by God himself. Genesis 2 verse 7 says, "Then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed in through his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." That word breath in Hebrew is ruach. It doesn't mean air. It means spirit, wind, life, and divine presence. So when God breathed into man, he didn't just give oxygen. God gave his very self to man in that moment. So first we're created in his image. And then he breathes his very own breath into our lungs, giving of himself to every single one of us. Life. Most of us are trying to feel connected to God while ignoring the very mechanism he used to connect with you first. Your breath is not separate from your spiritual life. It is the entry point back into alignment. When you become aware of your breath, you're not just calming your body, you're returning to the original design of connection. Universal truth here, you cannot live without breath, which means you cannot live disconnected from what God designed to sustain you. The body and spirit were never meant to operate separately. Breath is the bridge between the body and the spirit. What you ignore, you will lose access to. And most of you have been ignoring the power of your breath. Genesis 2, breath as the origin of life. Job 33:4, the Spirit of God has made me. The breath of the Almighty gives me life. Ezekiel 37, I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. So we're going to make this really practical right now. Most people breathe shallow, fast, and high in their chest, which signals to the body we're not safe. But when you slow your breath and you bring it deeper, you're telling your body, we're okay. You can settle here. Try this with me. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Let's do that 3 times together. I'm going to count with you. Okay, you ready? In through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. We're going to release for 6 seconds. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. In for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. Out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you do this, did you notice your shoulders dropping? Your mind slowing? Your body softening? This is not just physical. This is your body responding to alignment. I have some questions for you. When do you notice yourself holding or restricting your breath the most? What emotions or environments cause your body to feel unsafe? What would it look like for you to return to calm instead of reacting? Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Clutchy. I see you guys. I love you so much. Good morning. Clutch says, when I'm mad. That's common, right? But what are the triggers, Clutch? What's making you mad and why? Really, why? Affirmation number 1, and I wanted you guys to choose the one you love the most and type it into the chat. Number 1, I am sustained by the breath of God. Number 2, my body is safe to slow down and receive peace. Or number three, I return to alignment with every breath I take. Type your favorite. I'm going to give you guys a moment, and I need 26 of you to send an ice cream cone to my live. You know, ice cream's one of my favorites. So send a gift right now. If something in your spirit is stirring and you're recognizing that breath is for you, I'll be back in one moment. I want to see all of your responses. Thank you so, so much. All right. So I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to see. Mama, thank you for the ice cream. Love you so much. 23 more, family. You guys got this. Jump in. Help me meet these goals today. Ice cream from Mama, ice cream from Clutchy, ice cream from Misty, Clutch with number 2, Richard with number 1. Anybody else with your affirmation? So if you felt a shift from that, drop I felt that into the chat right now. If you did the breath with us and you felt a shift in your spirit, you felt something slow down in your body, maybe you took control of your thoughts, you quieted your mind this morning, maybe you started your morning out stressed out already from the get go. That's okay. You have an opportunity, though, to shift that right now. Richard says, I felt it. Anybody else feel that this morning? Breath matters. Breath is a powerful gift and tool for you. If you're someone who's struggling with anxiety, you've been overcoming trauma, you overthink everything. If this is you, breath work is a fantastic tool. And some of the deeper, intensive breath work that I do with people on retreats and one on one in person, this is some of the most powerful stuff I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I have seen people connect with God for the very first time. I have witnessed people having conversations with God in person, in front of my face. It's incredible what God can do. It's incredible what He wants to do in your life, how He wants to change up your trajectory, give you something to hope for, believe in. Thank you guys. We just completed the first stage of Club Quest. Thank you so much, family. Thank you for the new family members here this morning. I'm going to ask you to repost this live. A lot of powerful truth and techniques this morning. It's going to be fantastic. Let's repost it right now and get as many people in here as possible because you know it's going to be powerful. And we are just getting started. I see you, Clutchy. Thank you so much. Sarah, smile. I love that. I used to have an email address, Sarah Smiles 0811 at AOL.com. That's so funny. That was one of my very first email addresses. I love that name. Kara, welcome this morning. Thank you so much. So good to see everyone. Thank you for the Go Popular and the roses, Kara. The ice creams. I love the ice cream. Yeah. Hand hearts from Clutchy. Thank you so much, brother. Sending you guys so much love today. It is Wednesday. It's a wonderful day for us to relax and breathe a little bit. It's middle of the week. We've made it halfway. You made it halfway. So, how did you wake up feeling this morning? How are you feeling in your body today? If you weren't here for the earlier breath work, you're going to get to practice much, much more. I want to share something with you. I have an app that's getting ready to be released very soon. It's called the O2 Source, powered by the Willow Way Foundation. This app is going to be fantastic. It's something that I've been coaching someone for free, so he would create it for me. And he and I have worked together on it. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. It will be coming out within the next couple of weeks. O2 Source. It's going to have a lot of different breathing techniques, a lot of exercises. You can actually click on how do you feel this morning? If you feel anxious, if you're feeling fearful, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling panic, you can click and it'll take you to the breath exercise that you need to begin working on. It is so awesome. And then the Willow Way Foundation app that he's also been working on for me will be coming out shortly. And it's also going to have a lot of tools there, workbooks, resources for you, just a lot of really powerful things to help you get back on track and take back your life. So I'm really excited about things. I mean, this has been the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life, but it's always been, I mean, it's also been the most rewarding. I've met so many people already and I've connected with so many people. We now have 11 5-star Google reviews for the SarahElizabethExperience.com. Thank you guys for those of you that jumped in and sent a review the other day. You can find my Google page and send your own review if you want to. The SarahElizabethExperience.com. I love you guys so much. Jenna, I'm still just building. Like I'm still building, 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 building. And it's like someone said yesterday, I think it was Rich. He said, Richard said that something about the harvest. And I mean, I have to be moving into that phase, right? I have to be moving into that phase through this journey that God has me on. And I know that He's behind everything that I do and with the people that our lives that we've already touched so far with this work and you guys making that possible. I mean, gifting here, supporting the live, helping me help people for free. It's been the only thing that's kept me going all year as far as being able to stay above the water, you know. So thank you guys for those that donate to the foundation and the work here, but also if you're scheduling and working on your own personal growth, your own healing journey. You've paid thousands of dollars, guys. You've read all the books, you've done all the stuff, right? And you've even said all the prayer and you've been praying for things that you're not quite sure how to get there or how to connect with God on a level that you have the discernment you need for your next step. I mean, there's so many transitions, there's so many people hurting, and this work is for you. So it is an investment. But if you think about it, you invest money all over the place. You're relying on all sorts of things to heal yourself, but you haven't fully connected with yourself and you haven't fully connected with God. And these are the things that are missing. You can go to all kinds of therapists, you can go to psychology, you can try all the medicine, you can try to drink the alcohol or treat yourself, self medicate. We can do all of these things, but to truly step into transformation that is sustainable, that follows you into the next season and the next one, this is the work that we're doing. So I appreciate you so much. And Jenna, thank you for saying you're proud of me. I'm proud of me too. I'm proud of the work that we do together. I'm proud of you. So now that you understand where breath comes from, let's go deeper into this. Because it's not as if most people aren't struggling with life. Everybody has struggles, right? We're all facing something. We're struggling with a dysregulated nervous system and a disconnected rhythm. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you what's actually happening in your body and why your breath is the key to changing it. Chapter 2, the body keeps the rhythm. Breath as the gateway to peace, power, and presence. Most of us are trying to fix things, right? Our lives from just thinking it through. But your life is being filtered through your state of mind. And your state is being governed by your nervous system. Hey, Rich, good morning. Your nervous system is being led moment by moment by your breath. This means something powerful. You're not just thinking your way through life, you're breathing your way through life. You have to choose, will you rely on your breath and will you use it the way God intended you to regulate your emotions, to calm yourself, to regulate during moments of anger? Thank you so much, Mari. Welcome. Thank you for the heartbeat. So you're trying to fix yourself, but you're not quite sure how. In Psalms 46:10, it says, be still and know that I am God. But that word know in Hebrew is yada. It means to experience, to encounter, to become aware through connection. So this isn't just instruction to stop moving. This is an invitation to regulate your body so that you can experience God. Because you cannot access divine awareness from a body that is in fight, flight, or freeze mode. Scientific truth here, I do a ton of research. When your breath is shallow and fast, this chest breathing, you're activating a sympathetic nervous system, moving yourself into survival mode. Panic sometimes, if you let your thoughts get away. But slow and deep, diaphragmatic breathing is activating your parasympathetic nervous system, which activates rest, clarity, and healing. This is where it gets powerful. Your breath directly stimulating the vagus nerve, which is the communication highway between your brain and your body. So when you slow down your exhale, you are literally sending a signal to your brain. I am safe now. I can come out of defensive mode. I can receive, think, and connect. So many people are walking around calling this spiritual warfare. Is it spiritual warfare or psychological dysregulation? You're not always under attack. You're out of rhythm. You're trying to hear God with a mind that's overwhelmed, when God designed your mind to be the gateway to stillness first. When you learn to regulate your breath, you're not just calming down, you're reclaiming authority over your internal world. Your body will always reveal what your mind is trying to hide. You cannot sustain peace in a body trained for chaos. And regulation is not weakness. Regulation is mastery. It is where your power lies. Psalms 34:14, turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. Peace is not passive. It is something you actively create and pursue. Isaiah 26:3, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. A steady mind requires a regulated body. 1 Corinthians 14:33, for God is not a God of confusion, but of peace. If there is chaos within, something is out of alignment. So let's go deeper than the first exercise. This breath exercise is called extended exhale regulation. So we're going to inhale through our nose for 4 seconds, and then we're just going to immediately exhale through our mouth for 8 seconds. Do this with me 3 times, and I'm going to tell you why this works before we try it. The longer exhale is going to activate your vagus nerve more strongly. It lowers your heart rate. It reduces cortisol, your stress hormone. It shifts your brain out of survival and into clarity. Now we're going to add some awareness. So as we inhale, we're going to think, God breathed his very own breath, life, into me. And as you exhale, I want you to think about, I am releasing in this moment anything that is not aligned with me, my heart, my spirit, who God says I am. I release what is not aligned with me. So let's do this together. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. I'll count for you. And we're going to exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. We're going to do this 3 times in a row. Breathing in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, breathing in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm breathing in the life, the breath of God. God breathed life into me. I release what is not aligned with me. Where in your life have you been reacting instead of regulating? What would change if you slowed down instead of responding right away? And do you trust stillness or do you avoid it? Choose the affirmation you love the most. I'm going to ask you to repost this live while you choose your affirmation. Affirmation number 1, I regulate my body and my mind follows. Number 2, peace is not outside of me. Peace is within me. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for the heart me. Number 3, I'm aligned in spirit, mind, and body. Type yours and repost right now. If you haven't sent your heart me's, please do so. You know how important it is. And I don't want to beg people. I shouldn't have to, right? I'll be right back. Deep breath. I breathe in the breath of God. I breathe out any darkness, any strongholds, any chains. Breathing out all the chains, breaking the chains. All right, let me see your affirmations. What do you got, family? Thank you for the share. What would Jesus do? Thank you for the new follow. Welcome to our family. Divine says all 3. Mickey says 1, 2, and 3. I love it, Mickey. 2 for Richard. And thank you so much. Welcome to our family. Love seeing you guys. We love welcoming new people. I need you guys to send your heart me's. I think I'm going to have to change that goal. I don't know why that one's so hard. I guess because you have to have different people send them, right? So I may change it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, thank you. I see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Kat. Welcome back this morning. Good to see you. Roger, thank you. Good to see you this morning. Thank you with the go popular for Roger. Heart me from Roger. Best family ever. So if this just shifted something in your understanding, drop the words, I see it now. If you've been calling something anxiety, but now you're realizing that your body just needs support, tap the screen and send your hearts right now. Share this live because this right here can change how someone experiences their entire life. We're going to go even deeper in the next chapter because breath is not just about calming your body and it's not just about understanding the science behind it. It's how you intentionally connect with the Holy Spirit. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you how breath becomes a doorway into spiritual awareness, discernment, and deeper relationship with God. Breath is communion. How do you connect to the Holy Spirit? Most people are trying to connect with God externally. We're doing all the stuff, the required religious rules and structures, right? We're acting the part. We're putting on the clothes, we're looking the part. But connection with God and relationship is never external. But you're trying to do it through your effort, your words, or striving to be perfect. But connection was never meant to be chased. Connection is meant to be received. In the first place, God ever chose to meet you was through breath. The word for spirit in Hebrew is ruach, and in Greek, pneuma, both meaning the same thing: breath, wind, and spirit. In John 20, verse 22, after the resurrection, it says, "And with that, he breathed on them and said, 'Receive the Holy Spirit.'" Don't miss this. Jesus didn't just speak it, he breathed it. Because breath has always been the carrier of the Spirit. This is why your words matter. Every time you speak, breath is coming out. You're pouring spirit out, energy out. Negative thoughts, you speak them into fruition all the time. Think about it. What you expect comes true. Because you will create the exact environment to achieve whatever it is you believe in. You don't have to beg for connection. You have to become aware of what's already within you. You want to feel God, but you've never slowed down enough to experience Him. Your breath is not just keeping you alive, it's keeping you connected. What you are unaware of, you cannot access, even if it's already yours. Connection requires presence, and presence begins in the body. The deeper you go within, the clearer you hear beyond. John 22, Jesus breathing the Holy Spirit. Romans 8, verse 11, the Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you. Galatians 5, verse 25, since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Keep in step, rhythm, movement, flow. We're going to move from regulation into communion. I'm going to ask you to sit still for a moment and close your eyes if you can. Exhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold gently 2 to 3 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. As you inhale this time, I want you to think about this. I want you to say in your spirit and your mind, I receive your presence. As you exhale, think, I release control. Let's do this together 3 times. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 2. Exhaling for 6 to 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, I receive your presence. Exhale, I release control. Inhale, I receive your presence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 2. I'm holding on to it. Now I'm going to release control. Surrender control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, I receive your presence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 2. Exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Releasing control. If you did this 3 times with me, do you notice the quiet? Except for the puppies. Do you notice the stillness? Do you notice the awareness? It doesn't feel empty, does it? That's presence. When you slow your breath and focus inward, the default mode network in your brain quiets. Less overthinking. Your prefrontal cortex activates clarity, discernment, decision making. Your body exits survival mode and enters receptive awareness. This is why you can suddenly hear clearly, you can feel peace, you can gain insight, because your system is finally in a state that you are ready to receive. Questions for you. If you don't have your journals, make sure you have them. When do you feel most disconnected from God? And what is your body doing in these moments? What would it look like to stop striving and start receiving? What did you notice during that breath practice? I want to hear from you. What did you notice? Anyone? In that last breath practice? What changed in your body, your spirit, even in your environment? Choose the affirmation that you love the most and type it into the chat. Number 1, the Spirit of God lives within me. Number 2, I am connected, I am aware, and I am alive. Clutch says clear concentration. Yes. And that's a big one for those of us that struggle with ADHD. That's a big one, right? Brandy, welcome back this morning. So good to see you. Thank you for joining the fan club. Number 72 in the fan club. If you haven't sent your heart me's, make sure you jump in and do that. So, so important, guys. I can't tell you how important it is. I know you already know if you're TikTokers. Hey, Dennis, good morning. So, affirmation number 1, the Spirit of God lives within me. Number 2, I'm connected, aware, and aligned. Number 3, I receive peace, clarity, and direction with ease. Type your favorite. I'll be right back. We're breathing all morning this morning. All right. Let me see what you got. Mickey says, remember. Clutch says 1. Roger with 1. Anybody else with your affirmation? I see you, Mickey, with 1. So if you felt that shift even slightly, drop the words I felt peace into the chat. If this is opening something new for you, tap the screen and send your heartbeats. If you feel this in your spirit this morning, that God is truly opening your eyes around breathing and how it can help you, not just mentally, but physically. Take over, take back, your thoughts, but more than that, lower your blood pressure, lower your heart rate. There's so many health benefits to it. And if you're feeling a shift this morning, share this live right now because people are trying to find God in the middle of the noise. Roger, I see you. I felt peace. Clutch, I felt peace. Gino, welcome this morning. So now that you understand breath as connection, thank you, Clutch, for lighting up my gift gallery. Thank you so much for the swan. The swan's one of my favorite animals. Just beautiful. We're going even deeper next because if breath connects you to peace, and breath connects you to the spirit, then the way you breathe daily is either keeping you in alignment or keeping you in patterns and cycles. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you how your breath patterns are shaping your life more than you realize. Thank you for that share. Jesus, welcome in this morning. Good to see you back. Breathe it in, release it out. I'm going to ask you to pause with me for just a moment. We're not just going to talk about this, we're going to anchor into it. Because when you pair action with intention, that's when things really begin to shift. Welcome to our family. So I want you to take a deep breath with me right now to your diaphragm, your core. And as you do, I want you to think about something with me. I receive peace, clarity, and connection. As you exhale, I want you to think about this. I release stress, fear, and everything that is misaligned. If you do that one more time, inhaling slowly, I receive peace, clarity, and connection. Exhaling stress, fear, and anything that is misaligned. If you're choosing today to step out of survival, to reconnect with yourself, and come back into alignment, I want you to send a gift as a physical act of agreement. This is not out of pressure. This is a moment of decision. Because gifting does something powerful. It moves you from passive to active, an active participant. It moves you from listening to participating, from stuck to shifting. Why does your support matter so much? I need you to understand your gifts, your hearts, your shares. They don't just support me. You help this message reach that person out there battling anxiety in silence, the person who feels disconnected and doesn't know why, the person who hasn't been taught that peace is actually accessible for all of us. You're not just giving, you're helping someone learn to breathe again. Thank you, Clutch. Super popular Mama with a rose, Mama ice cream, wink, wink. Thank you, Mama, so much. If you're breathing with me right now, drop the word I receive into the chat. Tap the screen and send your heartbeats if you are choosing peace today. And if you feel led, send a gift and set your intention with it. You can even type it. This gift is for my peace. This is for my healing. This is for my next level. Because we're not just here to feel something for a moment. We're here to learn how to live this daily. Thank you. So good to see you, Tracy. Welcome to our family. Brandy with a big I receive. Thank you, Mama, so much. She's lighting me up over there. Heart Me's from Cold Hearted. Thank you, Cold Hearted. So good to see you. Thank you so much for everything you do to support me. You matter so, so much. Mama, thank you. Corn. Oh, are you sending me a TT salad? That's Brandy's term for it. She's like, TT salad coming up. I know. There's Cold Hearted. We missed you. I think we missed him for a couple of days. I was like, what's going on with him? Where's he at? It's like I notice when people are missing. And I know you do too. You guys, we're so close here. And it's like if somebody's missing, something just part of us is missing. Feels like not having a family member home at Christmas, right? That's what it feels like. So your breath is one of the most conditioned patterns you carry. And you don't just have habits in your thoughts, you have habits in your body. Thank you, Mama, for the overreact and the creeper. Those are so funny. Stress changes. Over time, stress will change how you breathe. Trauma changes how you breathe. Pressure changes how you breathe. And eventually, you stop breathing in a way that supports life and start breathing in a way that supports survival. I'm doing great. Romans 12:2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Here's a deeper truth. You cannot fully renew your mind without addressing the state of your body. Because if your body is trained for survival, your mind will keep producing survival based thoughts. Scientific truth here, your brain is constantly predicting what's going to happen next based on what your body is experiencing right now. So if your breath is tight, shallow, or restricted, your brain interprets this as we are not safe. Stay alert. Prepare for the worst. Something is going to go wrong. But this is how cycles form: overthinking, anxiety, reactivity, emotional overwhelm. Not because something is wrong with you, but because your body has been trained into a pattern. Thank you, Velasquez. Welcome to our family. Sending you so much love. I love you so much, and you're awesome. Helping me meet my goals here. You're planting seeds. You're sowing life and love and healing into the lives of other people, people that wouldn't be able to access it otherwise. So thank you. It matters so much. You're not stuck, you're patterned, and patterns can be retrained. You may be trying to change your life without changing the state you're living in from daily. If you don't interrupt the patterns in your body, you'll keep recreating the same experiences in your life. Aging gracefully. Yes. Romans 12:2, renewal and transformation. 2 Corinthians 10:5, take every thought captive. Take every thought captive. You can't take thoughts captive if your body is in chaos. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1, there's a time for everything, including a time to break old patterns, to break chains. So let's bring awareness to this. Right now, without changing anything, notice your breath pattern. Now, I know we already did a couple of exercises, but what is your breath pattern? If you just joined, Josh, welcome to our family. Thank you for that repost. What is your breath pattern? Is it shallow or deep? Fast or slow? Tight or relaxed? We're going to shift it right now. Good morning. Hi. Place your hand over your heart and one hand on your stomach. I want you to breathe with me, and I want you to feel your stomach rising first. Then your chest will slightly expand. As you inhale for 4 seconds, make sure that your stomach rises first. Exhale for 6 seconds. For people that I'm teaching to breathe again, most of the time have to teach them this technique because it's hard for them. This was me in the beginning of my journey of healing. I had to make sure I could feel it in my core. I had to really focus on my breath in order to do that because I wasn't breathing appropriately for years. Guess what else I was walking around with? A lot of pain in my chest, a lot of tightness, a lot of pain in my shoulders and my neck, a lot of tension knots in my spine, my back. What you just did here, you interrupted the old pattern. You introduced a new signal. You told your body, we're safe to shift. What patterns do you keep repeating that you don't fully understand? And how does your body feel when you are triggered or overwhelmed? What would it look like to pause and shift instead of react? I'm going to give you your affirmations here. Choose the one you love the most and type it into the chat. Number 1, I am not my patterns. I am the one who can change them. Number 2, my body is learning a new rhythm of peace. Or number 3, I choose alignment over autopilot. Type your favorite. I'll be back in one moment. And I want to talk about breath work and paying attention to your body and how you feel. If you're being overwhelmed with emotion, you're going into panic mode. I want to talk about this when I come back, how this is an act of self love. Oftentimes, being the first act of self love you can give yourself. Type your affirmations. A lot more to share with you this morning. Welcome this morning to the dwelling place. I am Sarah Elizabeth from the SarahElizabethExperience.com. If you need one on one coaching support, please don't hesitate to reach out. Schedule your upcoming retreat. Don't miss your opportunity to truly transform your life. Through breathwork intensive, transformative techniques and tools, we're going to spend time together healing, and you will go home with a greater sense of self, a deeper connection in spirit, a greater connection and knowledge that God is with you. It is powerful work that we do together. I can't wait to review your affirmations. I'm going to give you a moment. I want to see as many of you as possible. And yes, tapping is necessary. You got to do it. Tapping, gifting, all the stuff. Help me keep this going. Help me keep this growing. I love you so much. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Let's scroll up here and see which affirmation you chose. Timothy said, I pulled off the road so I can respond. I love that, Timothy. Thank you for being here every day and for really investing in your own transformation. You showing up every day is a commitment that you're making to your own personal growth and your connection with God. And so if you're here this morning, know that God is really proud of us today. Finger hearts from Jesus. I need Jesus. I do too. I need Jesus. Thank you for those. I love you so, so much. Timothy, good to see you. Site, welcome to our community. Mr. Tim, yes, Tappers, Brandy, thank you for everything you do for me. 1, 2, and 3, especially 3 for Cold Hearted. Ben, welcome to our community and family. Sending you lots of love this Wednesday. Misty Hazewood, too. I see you, Misty, sending you massive amounts of love. Cold Hearted, of course, 1, 2, and 3, especially 3. Shocker, Cold Hearted. Josh says, I'm passing through a lot. Yeah, I get that. And it's confusing. And it's when you start to connect with God and you realize that God is opening your eyes around a whole lot of things in your life. It really is difficult if you don't have the right people around you. And these are things I can partner with you. So if you are struggling, right, you are walking through your own spiritual awakening, and you know that God is opening your eyes, but you're not quite sure what's happening, these are all things I can help you with. Schedule your upcoming retreat with me. Come see me. Let's spend time one on one. And also in a small group setting, you're going to experience so much healing, so much transformation that you'll go home and be able to apply it for the rest of your life. Yes, it's an investment, right? You do pay for a retreat. But I mean, we pay for all sorts of healing resources all the time. We look for healing in so many places. But what if you could just come home, right? What if that's all you've really needed? If you're realizing this is deeper than you thought, drop the word pattern in the chat. If you've been stuck in cycles and you didn't know why, Tap the screen and send your heartbeats. Share this live. There are people out here all over the world who are trying to fix themselves without understanding what's actually running in the background. Now we're about to take this even further because once you understand your patterns, the next question becomes, how do I live in alignment daily? Not just a moment, not just when you remember, but as a way of being. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you how to build a daily rhythm of breath, grounding, and connection that will actually sustain you. Chapter 5, Daily Rhythm, building a life of alignment through breath. Most people miss this truth. Transformation will never come from one moment. It comes from what you practice daily. You don't become peaceful because you experience peace one time. You become peaceful because you created a rhythm that your body can trust. It's the ultimate act of self-love and reconnection to self, to pay attention to your body and how you feel. It's the ultimate act of loving yourself, to understand you need this connection more than you need anything else in your entire life. Because your body is always asking, what is normal here? What should I expect? What state do I want to live in? Whatever you repeat becomes your baseline. Genesis 8, verse 22 says, as long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, day and night will never cease. God is a God of rhythm. Day and night, rest and movement, inhale and exhale. So when your life feels chaotic, it often is because you've lost rhythm. You may be praying for peace, but not building the rhythm that will sustain peace. Your life reflecting your daily patterns, not your occasional breakthroughs. God is not asking you to strive harder. He's inviting you to move in alignment consistently. Universal truth here, what you practice daily becomes who you are. Your body is learning through repetition, not intention alone. And consistency, creating safety, safety, creating growth. If you've been struggling to trust yourself, trust your decision making, you feel that you've created so many patterns of just failure, one after the other. Coming home to yourself, a reconnection to self and who God created you to be, is the most powerful gift you can give to yourself. It's the greatest act of self-love you could ever do, ever accomplish. There's a time and a rhythm for everything. Let's make this real for you. You don't need an hour. You need intentional moments. 3 daily anchors for you. Morning alignment. You know I'm going to tell you, you got to have your morning alignment time. 2 to 5 minutes even. Before your phone, before the noise, before you check your calendar. Inhale, thank you for this breath. Exhale, I step into peace today. Set your state before the world does. A midday reset, 1 to 3 minutes is all it takes. When you feel stress, pressure, or overwhelm, inhale 4. Exhale 6 to 8. Ground yourself. You don't have to keep spiraling. You need to reset. Evening release, 3 to 5 minutes. Before bed, inhale, I receive rest. Exhale, I release today. Why? Because today is gone. Thank you, Brandy, so, so much. Lighten up my gift gallery. Galaxy. Today is gone. By the time it's time for bed, you've already done your chores for the day. You've gotten your task completed for the day. You've been through your thought processes. You've led yourself through the day, right? That's okay, Doyle. Sending you love. Repetition creating and strengthening neural pathways, letting your body come out of performance and into restoration. I see you, Ron, sending you love this morning. Your brain begins to expect calm instead of chaos. Your nervous system becoming more resilient over time. This is how you move from reactive to regulated, overwhelmed to grounded, disconnected to aligned. Where in your life, in your day to day, do you lose alignment the most? Thank you so much, Cold Hearted. He has lightened me up with a TT salad. I love you so much, brother. Which of these three anchors do you need the most right now? What would shift if you committed to doing this daily for 7 days? Good morning, Tay Tay. Doyle. We love you, Doyle. Choose the affirmation you love the most. Share, repost alive. Affirmation number 1, I build peace through daily practice. Number 2, my life is rooted in rhythm, not chaos. Or number 3, I return to alignment again and again. Drop your favorite. Tay Tay, thank you for the heart me. Brandy sharing the subscriber photography that I love so much. Roger with 2. I see all of you. I'm going to give you a minute to repost. I want to see as many of you sharing this right now when I come back, and then I'm going to review your affirmations. I'll be back in 1 moment. This puppy was out of the crate at the water bowl, like it was trying to get water. He's opened his eyes, and the bright lights probably aren't too good, but I know. But he was trying to get water by himself. And that scared me because he could have fallen in the water. Have my hands full. Poor thing. Oh. So I'm going to scroll up here. Doyle with all 3. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, Roger. 1, 2, and 3 for Wholehearted. Doyle, thank you for the shares. I love you so much. All 3 for Paulo. That's what you can do, Doyle. If you can't gift, you can just share, repost the whole time. Thank you so much. 3 for user. All 3 for Doyle. Misty Hayes with 3. Misty. Namzi, new this morning. Welcome to our family. 2 for Namzi. Optimistic with 3. Also new this morning. Welcome to our community. Brandy with 3s. Roger with 2. I see so many of you jumping in. And it makes my heart happy because I know that you're experiencing some transformation this morning. And that's always my goal, is to give you a taste of what you could experience if you come here and work with me one-on-one. If you know that you need structure, not just inspiration, drop the word rhythm into the chat. If you're ready to walk in rhythm, some people call it flow. I'm calling it rhythm because God works off of rhythm. And God is that rhythm of walking with God and connecting with Him and staying focused on what He has for you in your future. This is huge. I see you, Brandy. Thank you so, so much. Brandy wants my puppy. I know. I see so many of you. Hold on. Mia, welcome to our family. Brandy, I see you. Misty Hayes, rhythm. Timothy, rhythm. Optimistic, rhythm. Cold-hearted, rhythm. Anybody else? People are waiting for their life to change. without changing what they do daily. And here's where we take it even deeper, because breath doesn't just regulate you and it doesn't just connect you, it is actually healing you. In the next chapter, we're going to go into the physical, the emotional, and even the cellular impact of breath work and grounding, because your body has been carrying these things. Your mind hasn't fully processed, right? Chapter 6, breath as healing, releasing what your body has been carrying. Because the truth is, most people haven't been taught. You don't just carry stress in your mind, you carry it in your body, in your chest, in your shoulders, in your gut, in your breath. Every experience you've had, the moments you push through, the emotions you can't process, the pressure you normalized, didn't just disappear. Excuse me, not just disappear. They got stored. The Bible says in Proverbs 17, verse 22, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Your internal state affects your physical body. And in 3 John chapter 1, verse 2, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. This means your healing is not just spiritual, it's physical, emotional, and internal. Thank you, Lisa. I love you so much. Mia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our family. When your body stays in stress for too long, cortisol, the stress hormone, stays elevated. Muscles stay tight, breathing becomes shallow, and your system stays in chronic survival mode. Over time, this leads to anxiety, fatigue, inflammation. What does inflammation cause? Anybody know? Emotional reactivity. Here's where breath changes everything. Deep intentional breathing will lower your cortisol, increase oxygen to your brain. You can think, concentrate, focus better, improving your heart rate variability, resilience in your heart, helping release stored tension in your body. But even more than that, lowering your risk of disease, replacing bad cells with good cells, life, bringing life back into your body. This is why sometimes when you slow down and breathe, your emotions, you feel emotions coming up. Your body may soften, you feel something releasing. This is not random. This is your body letting go of what's been holding you. This is why crying sometimes feels so good. It's like, I don't cry. I'm not a crier. But every once in a while, I just need to get it out, right? You just need to get a good cry in. And it just feels like a release. Anybody else connect with that? Purple hearts if you do. Male or female. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think all of us need this sometimes. And whether we admit it or not, you don't have to be Mr. Tough Guy or Miss Tough Girl all the time. You can be yourself. What you don't release, you're going to continue to carry it with you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The body remembers what your mind has been trying to forget. Suppression is not healing, it's delayed expression. I love it. Thank you, Timothy. Release is necessary for your renewal. Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Psalms 147:3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Isaiah 61:1. To bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom. We're going to do something deeper here. This is a release breath. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds and exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 to 8. But this time on the exhale, let your body soften. Intentionally paying attention to your shoulders, unclenching your jaw. I want you to feel release through this breath pattern. Breathing in for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 2. Releasing for 6 to 8 seconds. Letting your body soften, your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenched. Releasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you repeat this for 3 times and check in with yourself, how does your body feel after? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel emotion that maybe you've been stuffing down? Do you feel your body shifting? This is your system moving from holding to releasing, survival to healing. Happy tears. Relax, Lisa. Yes. Release. What have you been holding on to that your body is ready to release? Where do you feel the tension in your body the most? What would it feel like to love yourself enough to let go instead of holding on? Choose the affirmation that you love the most and type it in the chat. Affirmation number 1, my body is safe to release and to heal. Number 2, I no longer carry what is not mine to hold. Number 3, I allow healing to flow through me. Let go and let God. If you felt something release, even a little, drop the word release into the chat. Daniel, I see you. Welcome to our family. And share this live right now because people are walking around carrying things that their body is ready to let go of, but they've never had access to any kind of healing like this before. If this is you, if this is your first time here this morning, I see April from Arizona. I see Narthine releasing this morning. I see Mia. I see so many new people optimistic with release. Timothy says 2 and 3, I'm letting go and letting God. Powerful, Timothy. 1 and 3 for Mia. Lisa says my body is safe to release and heal. I allow healing and release. 1, 2, and 3 for Wholehearted. 2 and 3 for Misty Hayes. 1 and 3 for Richard. Anyone else? Now we're about to take this even deeper. Because once you begin to release, the next step is learning how to stay grounded and to stay anchored in your life. Not just when you're calm and when everything is good, but when life actually hits hard. Release feels like serenity, doesn't it? I'm going to show you in the next chapter how to stay rooted, present, and unshaken using grounding techniques that align with both your body and your spirit. Chapter 6, Breath as Healing, where trauma, biology, and spirit are released. Release all to God. He has a plan. Let me say something that may shift everything for you in this moment. You're not just living your life from today, you're living your life from what your body has remembered. Not just as memories you can recall, but sensations, patterns, and imprints stored beneath your awareness. Because when something overwhelming happens, your mind may move on, your life may continue, you may push through, but your body does something different. It's storing the incomplete experience. In your nervous system, in your fascia, your connective tissue, in your breath patterns, your body is designed to complete stress cycles. When a threat occurs, your system activates. Heart rate increases, breath shortens, muscles prepare, and then release is supposed to happen. But when you've been suppressing emotion, staying in environments where you can't express yourself, moving on too quickly, the cycle will never complete itself. So your body stays in a loop of activation without resolution. This is why you feel tension without knowing why. You react stronger than the moment calls for. You feel tired even when you've rested. Because your body is not just tired, it's holding unfinished energy. In Genesis, God didn't just create man, he breathed into him, which means breath is not just life giving, it is restorative by design. In Ezekiel 37, when the dry bones were lifeless, God didn't give them strategy, he didn't give them instruction, he told them to breathe. He said, breath, called on breath to enter them again. Breath doesn't just start life, it restores what feels dead in life. Some of you, what you're calling anxiety is actually unreleased experiences still living in your body. You learned how to function while holding tension, but you were never meant to live this way. Healing beginning the moment you allow your body to do what it was designed to do, complete the cycle, and release. Your body will always seek completion, even if your mind is avoiding it. What is processed will be expressed, whether it's processed or not processed. It will show up through your body, reactions, or your patterns in your life. Release is not losing control, it's about restoring order. Ezekiel 37, verses 9 through 10, breath enters what was lifeless and restores it. Matthew 11, verse 28, my yoke is easy, you will find rest for your souls. Psalms 23, 2 and 3, he leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Restoration is not mental alone, it is full body renewal. We're going deeper here because this is where some of you may feel something real shift. Sit comfortably, feet grounded if you can. Ground your feet on the floor. Inhale deeply through your nose for 5 seconds and hold for 3 seconds. I'm going to count to 5 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 3. As you exhale for 6 to 8 seconds, releasing all stress from your body, all pressure, all self-limiting beliefs, all negative thoughts, whatever it may be, whatever is holding you back today, releasing it. Doing this 3 to 5 times, you'll notice something different. You're going to feel emotion rising. You're going to feel your chest opening up. This is why it's wonderful for people with asthma, because it definitely expands your capacity of your breath, right? Of your chest opening. Asthma, there's constriction in your chest. But to breathe and to begin a regular breathwork routine, you're going to see improvements with your asthma, your ability to breathe deeper. You're going to see improvements with things like your blood pressure. You're going to see improvements with anxiety, your stress levels. So yes, you might pay $3,500 to come to a retreat with me, but you're going to go through intensive, life-changing, transformational, intensive therapy that you're going to go through, right? And I'm a trauma-informed soul strategist. I've been through it myself. I know the techniques, holistic wise, to help you. I'm not a doctor, but I am highly trained. I am highly successful in this work in healing with other people. So if you need this, visit me, thesarahelizabethexperience.com. Schedule your retreat, schedule your discovery session. Let's work together as soon as possible. Timothy says, I'm going to the retreat as soon as possible. I love that, Timothy. And I hope there are more of you that are ready to experience this for yourself. You will not regret it. You will go home ready to live your life connected with yourself and with God. What sensations do you feel in your body when you release? Cold Hearted says, I'm coming. Ditto. What emotions might your body be holding that you haven't fully processed? What would it look like to allow release instead of resisting it? Part of my healing journey, I had a breathwork intensive that I now do for with other people when I was in Sedona, Arizona last year. This was the final touch to my spiritual awakening. I needed to learn more of how to help people. I wanted to learn more about myself, and I wanted to do the final release of anything that I was holding on to. I had the most powerful experience with breathwork. I'm releasing things that I had no idea I had been stuffing. I had so much stuff that just came out of me. And it was so powerful just breathing out these things. I mean, it was almost carnal. It was powerful. And it was the minute that I accepted truth. It was the minute that I realized that God was with me and He's been with me every second of every day for my entire life. What would it look like for you to allow release instead of resisting it? I love you too, Lisa. And thank you so much for your reviews. Choose the affirmation you love the most and type your favorite into the chat. Number one, my body is safe to release what it has been holding. Number two, I trust the process of healing within me. Or number three, I'm restoring alignment in my body, my mind, and my spirit. I'll be right back. Throughout my journey with trauma, healing, and abuse, this is the only thing I've found. The holistic approach is the only way. I mean, I tried medicine, I tried psychologists, I tried hypnotism, I tried all the things. Now I use hypnotism to help people reconnect with themselves. I offer a modality where I can help you. And I do think that the hypnotism did help me actually, but I think I've tried all the things and I just found no peace. I couldn't find the clarity I was seeking. I couldn't find the connection I was seeking. I felt lonely. I felt as if no one saw or understood me. I felt that I'm so abnormal, that I'm not acceptable to people for some reason. Do you know what? I'm not acceptable to most people. I'm different than most everyone I know. I'm not the same as you, and you're not the same as me. And that's the beautiful thing about living is that we have our own gifts and that God created us for something powerful. And it's like we miss the whole mark in our lifetime because we just settle for things. We think that our current circumstances or environment, this is all we have, this is all that's for us. I'm not worthy of it. I've messed up too badly. I've sinned too much. I've fallen down too much. I've made horrible decisions and choices in my life. If this is you, it is not too late for you. God is ready to transform. He's ready to move in your life. I'm a child of God. I am a child of the Trinity. I belong. I'm not alone. I am seen. I am fully seen and loved and supported and provided for. I'm not going to believe or think any differently because God has shown up for me too many times for it to just be something I can just sit on and hold all for myself. You know, my healing techniques work, and it's the only thing I found that works. And I'm not saying that other people out there are not great at this or helping you, but I know I can help you. So schedule your one to one. Visit my website, thesarahelizabethexperience.com. Yes, you are making an investment into your future. Yes, it does cost something for me to be able to survive. It has to cost something, right? It's cost me everything this last year. I've gone all in for you. I'm asking you to go all in for yourself. If you've been feeling something shift this morning, your emotions, your breath, or awareness, do you feel this today? Purple hearts in the chat will suffice. Because we're going to anchor in this next chapter. Because once you release what has been stored in your body, you need to know how to stay grounded in your daily life, how to stay rooted, present, and unshaken no matter what's happening around you. I want you to pause for a second because what you've been feeling this morning isn't small. RJ, thank you for the heart knee. Some of you didn't just breathe today, you felt something moving. You feel things surfacing. Thank you for the money gun, Lisa. You felt something begin to release. And I want you to acknowledge this. I released it. I felt that. Your purple hearts, I see you, Roger. Cool Hearted says, let's anchor down. Doyle with a bunch of purple hearts. Lisa with the money gun. Thank you so, so much, RJ, for the roses and the heart me. Thank you, Brandy, for your support, for sharing here. Awareness is powerful, but acknowledgement locks it in. So let me say this clearly. If this moment has just helped you, if something in you is shifting, you've been carrying this for such a long time. This space matters, not just for you, but for the people who haven't found it yet. There are people right now holding on to all kinds of fear, trauma, anxiety, pressure. They can't explain it. We're living in cycles that we don't understand. And you don't know that something as simple and as powerful as this can begin to set you free. Share this right now with someone that you know needs freedom in their life. Tap the screen and send your heart me's right now. If you know that you need this every day and you don't want to miss out. This is not for out of pressure. This is a moment of alignment between you and I, and between our work that we do together. Because when you give in a moment like this, you're saying, I'm choosing my healing. I'm investing in this shift, Lisa. I'm supporting something that is actually helping people. Brandy, thank you. Lisa, thank you. Gratitude, welcome. I want you to hear this. What we just touched on, this is just the surface of what's possible. Because this work, breath, regulation, release, and reconnection, it goes so much deeper when you're guided through it intentionally. I work with people one on one to help them to release stored trauma in their body, to regulate their nervous system, to reconnect with God in a way that is real and sustainable, and to step into a completely different way of living. My retreat experiences, this is where we take everything you're feeling right now and we immerse you fully into it. Breath work, grounding in nature, deep healing work, clarity, identity, and alignment. Not just talking about it, we're living it, we're feeling it, and we're integrating it. So if you know you are ready to stop carrying this, you're ready to go deeper than just listening, this is your moment. Schedule time with me, ask me about the retreats. Take the next step into your healing journey. Because what you just felt this morning, this is not temporary, it's not random. This is your body showing you what is possible. And when you come back into alignment, I'm going to show you how do you be anchored into this even when life starts moving again. To become so grounded in truth, to stay anchored when life hits you. The reality is, It's one thing to feel peace in the moment. It's another thing to stay grounded when life is moving quickly, because life will test your state. Conversations, pressures, triggers, unexpected moments. If you don't know how to stay anchored, you'll go right back into old patterns. Colossians 2, verse 6. So then, just as you have received Christ, Jesus as Lord, continue to live your lives in Him, rooted and built up in Him. Built up in Jesus, in Him, rooted. This means we're not easily shaken, we're not easily moved, and we're not dependent on our life circumstances. Psalms 1, verse 3, they are like a tree planted by streams of water, whose leaf does not wither. Why? Because you're staying connected to the source consistently. You don't lose peace because life is hard. You lose it because you lose connection to your source. Grounding is not avoidance. It's staying present and anchored while life is happening. The goal is not to avoid your triggers. It is to become stable within your triggers. Life doesn't destabilize you. Lack of grounding destabilizes you. Stability is built through practice, not personality. The more grounded you are internally, the less reactive you are externally. Colossians 2, rooted and built up. Psalms 1, verse 3 says, you are planted and sustained. Isaiah 33, verse 6, He will be the stability of your times. Stable within your triggers, Brandy. Absolutely. Let me make this practical for you, because this is when life is actually happening. The 3-point grounding method. Body awareness. We're going to come back to ourselves first. Step 1, feel your feet on the ground. Notice your posture and bring awareness to your body. Step 1. Step 2, breath regulation. Stabilizing your system. You've grounded yourself. Now we're going to inhale through our nose for 4 to 5 seconds and exhale slowly for 6 to 8. Do this 3 times. Step 3, present moment anchor, stopping the spiral. Say to yourself, I am here, I am safe, I can respond. This interrupting emotional reactivity, mental spiraling, lack of control, automatic patterns, bringing you back into choice, clarity, and control. Scientific truth here, why grounding works. It pulls you out of the fear center of your mind, the amygdala. I see you, Brandy. I am here. I am safe. I can respond. So pulling you out of the fear and back into a regulated state. It's also going to re-engage your prefrontal cortex. This is where your decision making and your logic is here. So we're going to pull you out of the amygdala and into the prefrontal cortex, stabilizing your nervous system in real time. Roger says, I am here, I am safe, I can respond. Timothy, I am here, I am safe, I can respond. Yes, wholehearted. What situations trigger you the most? And what would it look like for you to stay grounded in these moments? What tools can you use before you react? This is going to move you from triggered to grounded, from reactive to intentional, from overwhelmed to present. I am here, Lisa. I am safe. I can respond. And which affirmation will you choose? Number 1, I am rooted, steady, and unshaken. Number 2, I respond with clarity, not reaction. Number 3, I carry peace into every situation. Brandy with 1, cool-hearted, I can respond. Lisa says I need to pause and breathe. Richard with 1 and 3. A bunch of 3s for Brandy. Timothy with 3. All three for divine. Roger with 3. Jenna with 3. Cold-hearted with all 3. Lisa says, I am rooted, steady, and unshaken. I carry peace into every situation. How powerful. RJ says, thank you, Father, for all of us, especially Sarah. Thank you, RJ. Paula with 1, 2, and 3. Anybody else here this morning with your affirmation? If you know you've been being pulled out of your peace too easily, drop the words ground me in the chat. If you're ready to stay steady, no matter what comes, tap the screen and send your heart me right now. And share this live, because people don't need to escape life. You need to learn how to stay grounded within life. Ground me, Lisa. Ground me, Roger. Jesus didn't yell when he spoke. No, he didn't. Ground me. Ground me. RJ says, ground me as I am being grounded into God's fullness. Amen. Ground me, April. Ground me, Brandy. Thank you for the repost, April. Good morning. Welcome to any new people here. I'm Sarah Elizabeth. You can visit and schedule time with me at thesarahelizabethexperience.com. Send your reviews today. Google reviews. I've got 11 5-star reviews so far. Thank you guys so much for your support. And anyone I've helped to inspire or change their life in some capacity, please share that with the world. My techniques work. This method works, and there's something that's been missing from traditional life coaching and transformational themes. Transformation is from God. It is biblical. You can find it all over your Bible if you search, if you seek it out. So to leave God out of it and to say it's not from God, healing is not from God, to transform is not from God, those are all lies. So I bring you truth this morning that is straight from the Word of God. And I teach you how to reconnect and ground yourself into every moment. Seek out God's guidance, making no decisions before you're ready. I know you've been getting pulled out of your peace. I see so many of you with grounding. You might physically be struggling, but you have a redeemer, a healer. Amen. We're going to bring all of this together in just a moment, but I'm going to ask you, if you're new here, where are you joining from this morning? Say hello. We love welcoming new family members to our community. Give us an opportunity to say hello to you. Have hundreds of people that join every single day. It is powerful what God is doing and how He's allowing me to teach you about how to breathe, how to self-regulate, how to lead your emotions. It's powerful, isn't it? Randy says she's from Texas. I'm going to give you guys a minute. I'm going to say hello to every single person that speaks to me this morning. I'm going to scroll up. I see you, Roger. And I'll be right back. Lily needs to go outside, so give me just a moment. San Francisco. Early out there this morning, Richard. So you can visit my webpage. It is linked in my profile bio here on TikTok and on YouTube. If you're seeking out healing retreats and ways to really change your life, truly, like this is real transformation happening. And so if you are interested in my services, visit my webpage today. Let me scroll up here. I see you guys. Brandy says, I'm from Texas and Louisiana. Brandy currently living in Texas, right? North of Norway, Roger. I love it. Richard is from San Francisco, California. We have Abu. We're from Nigeria this morning. Welcome. Welcome to our family. Lisa, I love how you guys love on each other every morning. Misty from Florida. Good morning, Misty. We love you so much. Anybody else? I love how you're welcoming people in. I love it so much. Fort Worth, me too, Brandy. Lisa says. Jenna is from Bradenton, Florida. Love it, Jenna. Love you so much, sister. Shush your face. Brandy? Brandy says, Lisa, shush your face. No way. Brandy, I can hear you. I could hear those words come out of your mouth. That is so funny. Anybody else want to say hello this morning and where you're from? And if you haven't sent your heart me's, it is very important you do this so that you can be notified when I go live every morning. I'm live every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have hundreds of people that come through every day. We have hundreds of people that have accessed healing and transformation just through the live. But if you're ready to take it next level, join me for a Blue Ridge Mountain Retreat. It is a soul retreat. It is something that is going to change your life in so many ways. For you to go home feeling much more powerful, ready to step forward, ready to trust yourself again, ready to start making decisions that are good for you, showing yourself love and paying attention to how you feel every day with the tools and the resources you need to be powerful in your own life. Because if you don't shift your identity, you're going to keep returning to old patterns, even with new tools. For those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. This means that fear is not your identity. Chaos is not your identity. Disconnection is not your identity. You were designed to live regulated, connected, and clear. You cannot live in peace while you identify with chaos. Identity determines your baseline. You may say, I have anxiety, instead of recognizing you have a body that needs support. When you change how you breathe and how you respond, you're going to begin to change who you believe you are. Making a commitment to checking on yourself every morning, setting the tone for your entire day. This is an act of self-love. Your identity is shaped by what you repeatedly experience. What you practice will become who you are. Alignment is not something you visit. It is something you live from, you embody. Romans 8, verse 14, led by the Spirit. These are the children of God. Power, love, and sound mind. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Galatians 2, verse 20. Our lives are meant to reflect peace, clarity, and authority from within. So we're going to anchor identity now. Sit tall with me, grounded. Inhaling through your nose, I am aligned, 4 seconds. Holding for 2. Releasing, I walk in peace. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am aligned. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I walk in peace. Inhale for 4. This time I am led by the Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you release this time, I respond with clarity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you do this 3 to 4 times, this is how identity is built. It's not just what you say, but what you embody repeatedly. Your brain builds identity through repetition and emotional experience. When you're pairing your breath, the state of how you feel, with belief and your thoughts, you're creating new neural pathways much faster. This is how you shift from I'm struggling with anxiety to I know how to regulate and respond to my anxiety. Thank you for the heart me. Jump in here, family. Help me meet these goals. I know how to regulate and respond. What identity have you been operating from that no longer serves you? Who are you becoming through this work? And what would change if you fully embodied peace and alignment daily? Affirmations for you. Choose the one you love the most. Number one, I am rooted in peace, clarity, and truth. Number two, I am led, aligned, and grounded. Thank you, Jenna. Number three, I carry authority within me. Post your favorite. I'm going to fix my music here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, but I don't have my music fixed. Give me just another second. And thank you for hanging with me. I am going to go back and review all of your affirmations. I love having all of you participating and being an active participant in your healing and transformation. You being here this morning, I say it every day. It is not by accident that you're here. And so let me turn this down just a little bit and I'll be right back with you. We'll review your affirmations. I also want to encourage you to drop the words, I am aligned. If this is you committing to your alignment today, go ahead and speak life into that. I am aligned as we begin living and walking in alignment with truth and what God has planned for us in our futures. I'll be right back. I am aligned. I know yesterday I had some people on YouTube that had asked some questions and you ask about affirmations and if they're for, depression treatment. I'm not a doctor, but I do know that affirmations and speaking life into yourself matters so much. And in healing, I can help you to heal, but it's not based on medical ways, right? This is a holistic approach to healing and transformation that is effective. It is sustainable too, and that's the most beautiful part. When you when you have the tools that you need, everything changes. Roger says I'm aligned. Clutch with I'm aligned. Timothy with I'm aligned. Brandy with I'm aligned, and a dove. I'm aligned with Cold Hearted. I'm aligned with Misty Hayes. Lisa, I'm aligned. Timothy says courage under fire without the worry of the outcome. Cold Hearted, 1, 2, and 3, especially 3. Richard with 1, 2, and 3. Timothy says, fear of retaliation for what I stand for. That's huge. I know, I get that. Lisa says, Spirit, lead me. Jenna with a mustache. Foxing, good morning this morning. Good to see you. Welcome to our community. So, Kicking says, always standing with the Lord. Thank you, Heart, for that heart me. Welcome to our family. Awareness, regulation, release, grounding, and identity, all leading to one thing: transformation. And in this final chapter, we're going to anchor into this: how you walk this out daily with clarity, consistency, and real change. The breath that changes your life, walking in daily transformation. At this point, there's no longer just information. This is an invitation because now you understand your breath is not accidental, it is intentional. Your body is not broken, it is responding. Your patterns are not permanent, they can be retrained. Your connection to God is not distant, it is within reach. So the question is no longer, can this work or is this real? The question is, will you live this? If the Bible says not to merely listen to the words, or we'll deceive ourselves. And then in John 10, verse 10, it says, I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly. Not surviving, not barely holding it together, not enduring, abundantly. Living in peace, clarity, alignment, and wholeness. Your life will not change because you heard this. It will change because you practice it. You don't need a different life. You need a different state within your life. The version of you that is peaceful, grounded, and aligned is not someone you have to become. It's someone that you return to. Transformation is built through daily decisions. What you return to consistently, becoming your reality. You always have access to reset through your breath. We're bringing everything together one last time. Practice all of the tools that I've taught you this morning, and you'll begin to feel more connected with self, greater connection to God, and greater insight on what your next step will be. Anchoring into it, inhaling things like I receive life, exhaling, I choose alignment, inhaling, I'm connected, exhaling, I walk in peace, inhaling, God is with me, exhaling, I am steady and whole. If something shifted for you today, drop the words I choose alignment in the chat. If this has helped you in a real way, send your heart me right now before I leave this morning. We're getting ready to wrap it up. And share this live because someone needs this message today. There are things in life that we search for outside of ourselves. Peace, clarity, direction, connection. Not realizing that God already placed a pathway to all of it within us. Dawn, thank you so much. Every breath you take is not just keeping you alive, it's an invitation to return. A return to stillness, return to truth, return to the version of you that was never meant to live in chaos. You don't have to keep living in cycles. You don't have to keep carrying what your body is trying to release. You don't have to keep searching for something that's already been given to you, because the same God who breathed life into you is still sustaining you moment by moment, breath by breath. Here comes a TT salad. Thank you, Brandy. So from this moment forward, when life feels overwhelming, when your mind starts racing, when your body feels heavy, don't disconnect. Return. Return to your breath. Return to your body. Return to God. Because everything you've been looking for is much closer than you think. If today has spoken to you, I invite you to go deeper with me. Schedule a one-to-one session with me. Join a retreat experience this year. Support this mission so others can receive this too. This has been the Dwelling Place with Sarah Elizabeth, where we don't just talk about transformation, we live it. I'm on live every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you join me every single morning as we work on transforming our lives step by step, breath by breath. It's been wonderful being here with you. If you're interested in scheduling an upcoming retreat, visit my webpage, thesarahelizabethexperience.com. If you're willing to donate to support other people's growth and transformation, there is a page there on my website that you can click on, the foundation page. You can also apply for support there for free if you're seeking out support. I thank you guys so incredibly much. I see Brandy over here with the TT salad and Cold Hearted with the TT salad. You guys are the best family and community on TikTok. TikTok gets a little wonky, but we stay in it. We're not giving up. We're on a mission, and you guys partnering with me and helping me with this mission means the world to me. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to continue growing together, transforming together, And thank you for being here today. I love you guys so much. Come back and see me tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Cool Hearted. Thank you, Clutch. Thank you to all the people that support this work. Sending you guys lots of love. Go tell someone about Jesus today. Go tell them the truth about God and the truth about breath. Help them understand how they can heal in an organic and natural way. This is why it's sustainable. This is why it lasts forever. Thank you, Roger. I love you guys so much. Hi, Lucy. Good morning. Lucy sends love to you guys. Go be good today. Be great today. It's Wednesday. Go win your Wednesday. Wednesdays are for winning.